After months of being unjustly detained in Russia, held under intolerable circumstances, Brittney will soon be back in the arms of her loved ones.
The most important emotion that I have right now is just sincere gratitude.
Now at noon, WNBA star Brittney Griner is on her way back home to the U.S. after being detained in Russia for the last 9 months. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rekha Muttaraj in for Sherman Chow. The Biden administration negotiated a deal to bring Griner home in exchange for a convicted Russian arms dealer being held in the U.S. Griner was serving a 9-year prison sentence after being convicted of smuggling drugs into Russia. Deborah Alfarone joining us live from the White House with more details now. Deborah.
Well, Rekha, this deal was months in the making, and CBS News has learned that they actually came to an agreement, the U.S. and Russia, last Thursday, so that's a week ago. And right now, what happened was that swap took place in the United Arab Emirates, and now we're learning that Brittney Griner could be in the U.S. as early as tomorrow.
Sherelle Griner stood by the president this morning as he announced her wife, Brittney Griner, has been released from a Russian prison and is coming home.
Over the last 9 months, you all have been so privy to one of the darkest moments of my life. And so today I'm just standing here overwhelmed with emotions.
Just moments earlier, she and President Biden spoke with Brittney, who was released in the UAE as part of a prisoner swap.
I'm glad to be able to say that Brittney's in good spirits. She's relieved to finally be heading home.
Griner was arrested February 17th at a Moscow airport with less than a gram of cannabis oil and later sentenced to 9 years in prison. In exchange for Griner, the U.S. released Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, who is serving a 25-year sentence for conspiring to kill Americans by selling weapons to terrorists.
While the celebrations for Griner's release are just beginning, they are tempered by the fact that former Marine Paul Whelan, he was not part of this deal. He remains behind bars in Russia.
This was not a choice of which American to bring home. We brought home Trevor Reed when we had a chance early this year. Sadly, for totally illegitimate reasons, Russia is treating Paul's case differently than Brittney's.
Whelan's brother issued a statement expressing joy for Griner's family, but added, "How do you continue to survive day after day when you know that your government has failed twice to free you from a foreign prison? I can't imagine he retains any hope that a government will negotiate his freedom at this point."
We'll keep negotiating in good faith for Paul's release. I guarantee that. I say that to the family. I guarantee you.
Whelan has already served nearly 4 years in prison on espionage charges, which the U.S. calls false.
So let's talk about Viktor Bout. He was actually arrested in 2008 in a sting operation in Thailand. He served 10 years of a 25-year prison sentence. And as you can imagine, there's a lot of mixed reaction about him being released. Rekha?
Yeah, as expected. Deborah Alfarone live for us in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much. The WNBA released this statement regarding Griner's release, saying they now feel a collective wave of joy and relief, knowing she will be reunited with her family, the WNBA community, and her friends. They add, Griner has showed extraordinary courage and dignity in the face of enormous adversity. Their hope is that Paul Whelan and every wrongfully detained American will be returned home. Well, here in Houston, friends and family of Griner, of course, eager to see her back on U.S. soil after so many people worked so hard to bring her home. Stephanie Whitfield live with that part of the story. Steph.
Rekha, this story has made international headlines, but Brittney Griner is local. She's from Houston. She played basketball at Nimitz High School, and her family still lives here. Her high school basketball coach, Debbie Jackson, has been following this closely. She stayed in touch with Griner over the years, celebrating her success in the WNBA, then mourning with her family during Griner's imprisonment. We talked to Jackson and Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee about this major update today.
I was just overjoyed. I was ready to get out of bed and jump up and down. It's so exciting. It's just the best news ever.
It showed her stamina, her determination, her love for this country, and that she was truly wrongfully detained. Because we had this ability to do this swap months ago, And I want to applaud the Biden administration, particularly President Biden, who said to us directly that he was not going to forget Brittney Griner.
Congresswoman Lee had been advocating for Griner's release for months, organizing a rally in Houston, urging the Biden administration to do more to bring her home. She said this is a great day for all of Houston, and Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner says that City Hall will be lit up red, white, and blue tonight in her honor. Reka, back to you.
So many people celebrating today. Stephanie, thank you. Right now on KHOU.com, you can read more about Griner's release as part of a prisoner exchange. We also have more on who Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout is and why American Paul Whelan wasn't released along with Griner.